Hey, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be another finale. This is, of course, as you can see from the title, my finale for my project Flesh Them Out. And this was just a project that I created just for myself. I mean, anyone could do it if they wanted to, but no one did it. But this was a project that I just created for myself to do this year because last year in 2023, I just had a really good time using all of my twist up products down to where they were flush with the packaging, because I realized that gave me a good amount of use on a product, and it also helped me determine if I wanted to keep things or declutter them if they were products that I hadn't gotten, if I had never used them at all, or if I hadn't gotten use on them in a while and I kind of forgot what I thought about them. So I decided to turn that into an entire project this year, and as I just described, it would be to use all of my Twist Up products to where they're flush with the packaging, which is where the name came from, and then also to flush out my collection because I wanted to see if there were any products that I was going to declutter, but this wasn't a project specifically focused on decluttering because I don't like to declutter unless it's absolutely necessary, where either it's gone bad or I just know I won't ever use it. And I've decluttered I think 3 products from my collection since the beginning of the year, so this has worked. I've really enjoyed using all of my products this way. I think it was just a great way to use a lot of my collection within the year, but still get some at least decent notable use on each of these products and not just use them once and then put them away for the rest of the year. So all that being said, let me get into the last 3 products that I had in this project. The first one was one that I rolled in last update. It's the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the Rose Gold shade. As you can see, I've met my goal. This was a really nice product to have. I mean, it kind of added a little bit of panning stress to roll something in 1 month before I was finishing a project, because I did want to finish this project early, just to give myself time to film some other things since my schedule is changing. But it was still nice to have because this was something that I could just throw on anytime. I've been using my Sigma Ambiance palette. I'm pointing to it, but you can't see it obviously. But I've been panning a shade in my Sigma Ambiance palette that's just a basic medium warm brown, and even though this is cool tone, I would just put, how I use most of this up is I would just kind of run a light layer over my eyelid and kind of blend it out with my finger, and it would just add a tiny bit of something to that look. This is not very long lasting. I have had pretty much this exact shade before, but it was a Bobbi Brown one. The Bobbi Brown one did last a little bit longer. I would say this only lasts about maybe 5 hours, and then it looks like almost nothing on your lids. So luckily I didn't need to wear this to anything super special where my makeup needed to last a very long time. I just thought I'd mention that, but this was still nice to have just to throw on for a special event. I brought this out of town with me. It was really nice because it was so tiny, and I also use this if I ever didn't have an inner corner highlight. I would just put this on. So that's how I ended up using up everything that was above the packaging in only 1 month, which I was a little bit impressed with myself for doing that. I swear those products take a lot longer than you would expect them to. Anyway, next I'll talk about the my final Bite Beauty crayon that I had in this project. This is actually the only Bite Beauty lip crayon that I have left in my entire collection because I panned the other ones that I had earlier in the year. So if you don't know, this is my favorite lip crayon or lipstick formula in general, and Bite Beauty of course was the entire brand just closed down. I think it was maybe last year in 2023, or it was 2022, I can't exactly remember, but obviously you can't get these anymore. So it's kind of bittersweet that this is my only one, and it's a red, and I barely use reds, but I did use this one enough to meet my goal. If you've ever seen me in a red lip at any point in the past 2 months, it was this. This probably took me 10 to 15 uses throughout the year to meet my goal on this. This is, by the way, in the shade Red Velvet, in case you were wondering. I do really like this. In fact, one of my favorite looks throughout November, I was wearing this. It was with my Golden Hour Dose of Colors palette, and then I just threw this on, and I was saying in my No Pan Left Behind update that I just uploaded last week, so you can check it out if you want to see that look. I was saying how that was pretty much the perfect holiday look, like Christmas look, if you celebrate Christmas. And I potentially might recreate it. I don't even know if I'm doing anything for Christmas this year, but I potentially might recreate that look. So this could possibly be used again this year, even though I've already met my goal, but for now it is rolling out of the project. Then my final item is one that I'm wearing now. I just hit my goal in it today. I kind of knew I would, which was perfect timing for this because I have very limited filming days and I really need to film this so that I can film my Partners in Cream project, because that's also behind, but I like to film my projects in order. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. This is the Wet n Wild lip stain in the shade Pupcakes. This was just from the limited edition Scooby-Doo collection, and I bought both of the lip stains. I met my goal on the brown one much earlier in the year because that was a much more wearable shade for me. And for that one, I would just wear it as its own lip product. This one I did just use it as a stain because this is a very, very bold color if you just wear it on its own as a lipstick, and it's not my favorite shade to wear super bold. Like, I don't really tend to wear these berry color. I mean, I'm kind of wearing that now, but that's because of this specific look, which is why I was able to use so much of this for this look and meet my goal on it. But typically I don't like to wear these super bold colors, especially if they're not matte, because I just don't like, for the most part, I don't like shiny bold colors. I like matte bold colors. I don't know why. It already stained my hand. This stains so quickly, and you can actually build up the stains. So right now I'm using two. What I did was, in case you're wondering, for a product that you cannot even get anymore, okay, so I just cannot talk. What I usually do when I wear this, and I've been wearing this so often lately, this took me so many uses, probably like at least 50, probably a lot more to be honest, uses, because this does not budge. It took me a long time to use up the other one as well, but what I would do with this is, like, on regular days, because I would only wear this as a stain, I would just put a light layer, or I would put a layer of this and then maybe like 15 seconds later just blot it off of my lips, because if you rub it off, I noticed that the stain doesn't stick, but if you just blot your lips, it completely removes all the excess product, but it leaves the stain. And then I would just go over it with a lip gloss. Sometimes I would do a lip liner as well, which is what I'm doing now, and then put a lip gloss over it. But for this look, because I really wanted the berry to show to match with my eyes, after I blotted it off, I put another layer and then blotted again, because you can build this lip stain. And I noticed that even, like, no matter how long you go and no matter how faded the lip stain is, if you put a second layer of this on at any point throughout the day, it is very bold. So I don't know why that happens, but you probably don't care, so I'm gonna stop talking about this now. But yeah, I really enjoyed using this once I figured out the best way to use it for myself. This is what I've been wearing to work every day for the past 2 weeks. This is what I was wearing almost every day before that. This was one of the only products I brought with me on the trip that I took out of town in October. I've just used this so many times, and I'm just so glad I finally hit my goal on this. I would definitely still keep using this because I actually really do like the look that I get when I just use this and then a gloss on top, but it does give me very pink lips when I do that. So, and I'm not always wearing something that is super pink, so I'll probably put it away for now. But for the past 2 weeks, I've been wearing pink lips every single day. That's it for this project. I had a lot of fun doing this year. It's not coming back next year because, of course, I've used all of these types of products up. this year, so I wouldn't really have anything to roll in next year. And that's good. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this project again. The point is not to buy products just to put them on projects. But yeah, I did really have a lot of fun doing this project. It's just super satisfying meeting goals on products every month and slowly rolling them out. And it kind of kept my collection interesting because you should have seen my acrylic makeup organizer at the beginning of the year, because I put literally everything that I was panning into that thing, and it was just like overflowing with products because I had all 44 of these products that were in this project. I just can't talk. But I had all 44 of these in there, and then slowly one by one I would meet my goal on them, and it was just satisfying seeing, I'm looking at it right now because it's right next to me. It was satisfying seeing like less and less products every month in there, and it was also nice to just like every month or two work on something new and kind of keep everything fresh and exciting, but still make sure that I'm getting use on every single thing in my collection throughout the year. So yeah, I really did like doing this project. If this sounds interesting to you, I definitely recommend it. It's, in my opinion, a great way to pan your items if you are feeling overwhelmed with all that you have to pan, but you still want to use everything. Definitely recommend this project. But that's it. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the year, throughout all 44 of these products. I really appreciated everyone cheering me on in the comments, and it's been so fun and it's been so nice just feeling everyone's support. I really had a lot of fun, and it's bittersweet with this project coming to a close, but I'm really glad that I did it, and I'm so excited. As I keep saying, I'm so excited for next year's panning. But for now, I'll just close the video here. As I said, my next video will be my Partners in Cream finale, so that one is still coming. It's just gonna come at the end of the week because of my work schedule, but I will see you there, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.